Okay, so the first question is, what are the major problems you have encountered?
So far, one of the major problems that I have encountered is translating IEC materials or information and educational communication materials from guro na ang tawag na. So one of my problems, like I said, is translating them from English to Cebuano or Bisaya.
What are those major problems or issue or challenges you have encountered in your field?
Okay, the major problem, as the SK chairman here in our barangay, the major problem that I've encountered is the increase of number of teenage pregnancy here in our barangay. In 2019, we have 9 women who are pregnant, and in 2022, it increased more than 10 person who are pregnant. So as an SK chairman, so it's very important that we have a immediate action for that, so that we could be able to lower down the number of teenage pregnancy here in our barangay. And also, one of my major problem to myself is my communication skills. Especially, there's a lot of people that I've encountered in my surroundings. So as an SK chairman, so we have it's very important that we have a self-confidence, so that we could be able to entertain those person, and we are going to express what the idea in our mind. Thank you.
What are the major problems, issues, or challenges have you encountered or experienced in your field of expertise?
Okay, so I'd also like to introduce myself, no? I'm Angeli Donya, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Development Communication last 2018. And currently, I work as a technical support staff here at the Agricultural Training Institute. And I believe the greatest challenge, no, as of the moment. So, at the moment, I'm currently handling, if you're familiar with the School on the Air program, na-immerse na ba mo sa School on the Air? Wala pa. Okay, so maybe sa third year ninyo or sa second year, you'll get to know about the School on the Air program. So, ako ang ga-handle, and then it's actually 2 years pa lang ko nag-work, 2 years pa lang sa ATI, and in my first year, nag-handle ko of School on the Air program. So that's basically a radio program, no? So na students nga i-enroll, and partner namo is ang the Municipal Agriculture Office. And imagine 3,000 participants sa radyo. And region-wide pagid siya. So that's Camiguin, Llano del Norte, Bukidnon, Misamis Occidental, and Misamis Oriental. And imagine how many LGUs ang imong i-handle. So the biggest problem there was to face is ang commitment sa local government unit, because you're dealing with a lot of people na different personalities pag yun. So that was the biggest challenge. Tapos niingon sila nga, yes ma'am, makakommit may og ingon ani nga people, number of people. And when it comes to the reporting, wala. No? So nakuha nimo ilang commitment, pero wala nila na sustain personally ang ilang commitment.
What are the major problems, issues, or challenges you have encountered, experienced in your field?
Government employees sila, tapos replacement lang ng so after siya, it took us a week after the day na na-complete na mo ang interview sa mga employees.
question is, why are those considered a problem?
Why are those considered problems? Because here in DXMUFM, we are tasked to translate one or make one IEC material per 6 months or two IEC materials per 1 year per annum. So it is a problem because if you can't translate it on time or if you can't print it on time, then makulangan imong achievements or imong task. And if you can't do it on time, if you're lacking a requirement or a task, you can't do it on time, it will appear on a report on your IPCR or report from your boss. So you will be questioned. You will be questioned, and you will have to explain why. Okay.
Why are those considered problems?
Okay, I consider those problems because it inlines in my committee or in my chairmanship. So as a youth, so as a committee chairman on youth, so it's that is I consider as that as a problem. It's because it is my responsibility as a youth that I want to have to maintain to maintain the welfare and the betterment for the youth, related.
Why was that a challenge? It was a challenge because it's my task, no? So i-report gid siya sa amo ang central office. So if dili na ako ma-comply diri sa amo regional training center, so marag bagsak me dito sa amo central office. So, and personally for me, it was a problem kay I'm a very emotional person. No? So kana ang dragging kaayo siya sa ako personally, kana ang easy to say to a lot of people na okay ra na uy kay kuan ra man na trabaho lang, but it's not, no? Lisod gid siya kaayo. So how did I deal with it? Medyo I do not know good where do I stand, if I'm an extrovert ba or I'm introvert. Maybe I'm in between, no? Kay murag wala na gyud laing hope. So kana ang lain pod if I'll keep it to myself, kana ang I talk to my supervisor nga, ma'am, this is actually what happened, no? Kana ang nakuha na ko ilang commitment, but then wala nila nahatag tanan. So ana siya nga do not kana sa tingin siya nga, do not keep it all to yourself. Ana siya, because it's not just your problem but the problem of the entire office. Ana siya. So this is how you would address it. If dili makaya sa isa ka LGU, you ask for another LGU for help. If pwede ba nga kanang kaya ba nila nga, for example 70 rats supposedly ang commitment nila, kaya ba nila i-100 para mataplan tong ikas?
And the second question, ma'am, is why are those considered as your problem?
It is considered a problem because we cannot proceed with the result and discussion because our data is not enough. So we have to interview with sa ilaha. Wala may choice, wala na alternative but interview sila for us to proceed to our next.
How did those problems affect you?
It affected me because, like I said earlier, I am a 2019 graduate of BS Development Communication. So my knowledge in broadcasting and also translating IEC materials or proceedings or any materials from English to Cebuano is not that broad. So I still have a lot to go through before I can do it efficiently and sustain it for a very long time for the betterment of DXMU and for myself.
Those problems affects me. Those problems, it really affects me, especially my communication in everyday in everyday living, especially in approaching those people. So if you don't have a self-confidence, so pwede mo say na lang.
Pwede ra, kami na mag-translate.
Okay. Kapito ni sa akong kinabuhi, it's because kanang sometimes there's a lot of people nga na sa community namo nga, especially kami nga as a public servant, so permitted yun mi maka-socialize sa tao, permitted yun mi maka-approach sa tao, so kailangan yun nga nagi kay self-confidence para yun nga kung unsa gyud ang nasa imong mind, kung unsa gyud ang kanang nasa imong heart, ma-express gyud mo sa ilaha.
How did those problems affect you?
It how siguro it came to a point na I need to stay sa area. Wala ko ni ulit dili sa Muswan until ano man ang interview sila.
How did you address or like solve those problems?
I'm still addressing it right now because I was only hired I see broadcaster last August 1, 2022. So I am still asking for help from my colleagues, especially from DevCom graduates here, like Sir Imani Pisoliera and Dr. LG Aninayon, and also Ma'am Luz Sarausa. They are very helpful. So my big thanks to them.
How did you address or solve those problems?
So to solve that problem or to reinforce that problem, so I conduct a teenage pregnancy awareness here in our community, especially those women who are those women nga wala pa na kuan sa teenage pregnancy. So dapat ma-actionan nato to. We have an immediate or proper action for that para at least man lang nga ma-lessen ang atong teenage pregnancy diri sa atong barangay. And also sa ako pong communication skills, so ito siyang akuan.
How did you address or solve those problems?
Sa akong kuan po nga ma-solve yun ako tong akong communication skills. So dapat yun nga napo ko'y self-confidence yun sa akong kaugalingon nga dapat strong yun akong self-confidence.
Yes, so
How did you solve those problems?
So, kasi government employees sila, nag-communicate niya sa president really to allow us na mag-data gathering hapon on weekends for us na ma-after na mo silang balay kapag mga government employees para ma-sure na mo on that day, kanang Saturday and Sunday, naanin sila dito sa ilang balay para makakulat ng data.
After experiencing those problems, what lesson have you learned?
So the lesson I have learned is, I have two lessons actually. Is you can always ask for help, but for that, for you to ask for help and for them to help you, you have to have you've got to have a very good relationship or a close relationship with them, because you can't ask them any favor, and if you can't ask them any favor, then what can you do? You're on your own. And if you're on your own, like I said, I'm still very new in broadcasting, also translating materials from English to Cebuano. So I can't do much from that. And the second lesson is, if your colleagues are not around, you have to work for yourself or work hard. Diba? You have to study. Hindi ka magsalig sa uban. Because not every it's not all the time that they are there. So mag-leave sila or mag-retire sila. What if they will retire tomorrow or they will be not there tomorrow? And your task is you have to submit it tomorrow or the other day or the next day. So you can't do anything. So you have to work hard for everything.
Okay, thank you, sir. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time, sir, and cooperation. God bless and thank you.
after experiencing those problems, what lesson you have learned?
Okay, the lesson that I've learned so I think kuan okay, the lesson that I've learned is it's very important that so as an SK chairman that you have self-confidence as always, and sa teenage pregnancy, so So dapat lang jud nga what any issues or problems that related to the youth, so dapat na kayo remedy as pre-remedy, kumbaga dapat sayo pa lang imuha ng solusyonan. Kay kung imo pa na siyang patas o ng maong problema, so basig wala ka kabalong basig dugay na nimo, dili na nimo siya masolve. So mas maayo as early as possible dapat matagaan na to siyang action ang tanan nga problema nga related sa youth. That's it.
Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Celeste, for your kind answers. Salamat kayo sa paghatag og higayon og time sa ma-interview ka as a respondent sa among interview.
Salamat.
Sige, thank you.
After experiencing those problems, what lessons have you learned?
Lessons. As i-dev ko, you need to adjust sa mga tao nga nasa ilang sakop or imong respondents or kung kinsa ang imong project. Kaya there is no other way than to understand, to know your audience. Di lang to pwede na kung gusto nila sila, diba? That is not our part of work as DevCon. Kinahanglan jud nga pailog jud ka, pasensya, isa na sila kanang moda na lima na kakaadlaw na ulat dito. Imo jud sila natulog doon ang sagot sila i-interview.
So that's it. Thank you, ma'am, once again. Thank you guys sa nice.
A major problem that I have encountered in my workplace is having conflict with my co-employee. It is considered as problem because it affects the working relationship between me and my co-employee and the work itself because our job is connected. It affected me a lot that I almost don't like going to work anymore because it seems not healthy that I always hear their innuendo. I took a leave from my job to have some space to breathe. I took a vacation with my family. Problems cannot be eluded. You may take a rest, have some space, think for a solution to the problem, and ask for God's guidance that things will go well.
Hi ma'am, good evening. How are you? Hi ma'am, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine and doing good, feeling good right now.
Wow, nice to hear that, ma'am. By the way, ma'am, before we proceed, let me remind you that during this interview process, we are instructed by our instructor to conduct a documentation as a proof that we conducted the interview. So as part of the interview process and documentation, I need to screen record our conversation. Is it okay with you, ma'am?
It's okay. You may proceed to the interview.
Okay, first, allow me to thank you for accepting this invitation for an interview about your experience as area coordinator. My name is Gisurjan Visto Omelda, a BS Development Communication student at Central Mindanao University. There will be 5 questions that I will be asking, and I just need you to be honest in answering each questions. By the way, ma'am, I don't require you to answer it in English. Instead, you can use any language in which you are more comfortable to speak with. May it be Bisaya, Tagalog, or Taglish. Before we proceed, ma'am, do you have any questions or clarifications regarding this interview?
Good evening. I would like to say thank you too for choosing me as your respondent. And I am willing to share kung ano yung mga good and bad experiences ko sa field na makakatulong din sa yung ginagawa.
Thank you, ma'am. So here is my first question. What are the major problems, issues, or challenges you have encountered or experienced as area coordinator?
Thank you for the question. For me, as an area coordinator, it's not an easy job, no? Hindi siya madaling trabaho. I mean, being a leader in a group of people, no, it's a challenge na mismo. One thing siguro na challenge or struggle para sa akin as area coordinator, but which is dealing with so many people. I mean, handling a group of people na iba-iba yung mga personality, iba-iba yung mga attitudes, which is lead to challenges dyan. Aside from that, no, challenge din yung iba-iba yung mga mindset ng aking mga teammates. And also, it's not about also the team, but the cooperation between the LGU and the DSWD, no. Ang trabaho kasi namin as area coordinator is to deal or to communicate to the people, or dalhin ang grupo para maipakita, or para makuha namin yung gusto naming kunin sa isang munisipyo, like to empower the community, which is number 1 objectives of the program. And also, gusto rin namin nga i-empower yung municipal or LGU level, na sila na mismo yung tutulong sa amin na maging empower din yung mga barangay, like mga community volunteers, no. A challenge for us is, sa akin kasi, ang area ko is Salvador, Lanao del Norte. So, it is a Muslim area, no. May mga, just like Christians, may mga babait, may mga matatalino, may mga ay mga gahig ulo, but no, that challenge para sa ako as area coordinator, I take it as a good challenge kung saan ko kaya, or kung kaya ko bang dalhin yung mga tao na ito into a good into a good volunteer, or into a good citizen sa barangay.
Okay, so based on your challenges that you have encountered or experienced as area coordinator, why are those considered problems?
Okay, thank you, sir. Considered siya as problem because, no, as we know, no, for me, problem is something that we need to solve, or undesirable conditions that we need to solve or make an actions. Those challenges na state ko on your first question is, the challenges is my team have different attitudes, different types of different styles of working. Lack of communication and an active cooperation, no, considered siya as problems because pag hinayaan kasi natin yung problema, no, it starts with small problems. Pag hindi natin siya ginawa ng pag hindi natin siya ginawa ng solution, no, it would cost a big trouble, no. Mas lisod na siya i-solve noon kung bugat na